year, everyone's going to congregate. Last year, we were all advised to stay at home. So what are some tips you would tell some of those people who may still be a little nervous about getting with family and friends?
Okay, so it's different advice that I would give for those folks. Those folks that are gathering with their loved ones, we have to realize that there's a spectrum of ages and medical problems from those people. So you think about now that we're able to vaccinate the kids from 5 up until, until life is ended. So those kids are vaccinated. However, the kids that are less than 5 that are not vaccinated, they're at a higher risk, and also our elderly patients are at a higher risk, and those with other immune problems. So I'd be cautious about those people and their exposure. Now, that doesn't mean you can't have fun with your family. Now, if you have fun with your family, the gatherings that would be optimal would be outside, where there's a lot more free air. However, if it's cold and you are gathering with people and everyone is from the same household and everyone's vaccinated, that's a lot safer. My caution is when there's more family members that are there and they are coming from other parts of the country where the disease prevalence is different, then I'd be more cautious. And then probably before you do fly or take that long trip, that you get checked for COVID again. And then those that are vaccinated, if they don't have any symptoms or anything, they would get checked again for COVID. But we want everybody to get vaccinated for before their travels, if they do travel.
And so ultimately, do you think this will kind of create a little divide there between some families that want to gather, those that may be vaccinated and those who aren't vaccinated?
I do see it as being a concern, but people still miss one another. So as long as we take some precautions, make sure you still do some social distancing when you are in an enclosed environment, and take those precautions. And do realize that those kids that are less than 2, there's no recommendation to mask them at this point.
As a doctor, do you have any concerns that we could potentially go into another wave if people don't kind of, get too lax over the Thanksgiving holiday?
That is a big concern. Several of my other fellow colleagues have talked about that, and it's a concern that there will be another surge due to people being lax about wearing their masks, social distancing, and those things. That's a concern.
And so how do you think this year will differ from last year? Like last year we were all in the house. Do you think people are kind of forgetting a little bit that COVID is still alive and thriving now that the mask mandate has been lifted in majority of the states?
Correct. I am concerned that people will become too lax with it. We do miss meeting with our loved ones and what have you. So I am concerned that it'll be another surge.
So do you think afterwards you guys could see potentially more people coming here for COVID tests? Are you guys prepared for that just in case?
Yeah, we've been preparing for that. Right now we're doing the increase the number of pediatric vaccinations that we're doing. I'm expecting 5 to 7 days after a patient has been exposed to someone that has been vaccinated. I expect to see a surge of tests, people requesting tests as well. So.
And personally, as a medical professional, will you be gathering with family and friends, or what kind of precautions will you take, as a medical professional? Because you guys preach it to us. Do you guys do the same thing?
Yes, yes. Actually, my family is going to stay in Michigan, and I have some family that are in Dallas. They're actually, unfortunately, we're going to do Zoom calls. We'll still be keeping in contact, but because of the distance, we will still try to practice our distancing and things of that nature. We need to work on keeping everyone healthy and exposure.
And is there anything else that you would like to add here as far as, what people need to do to stay safe this holiday?
So those that are, those folks that are traveling, be cautious and think about your neighbor. Encourage other people to get people to become vaccinated, because we all need to be healthy and stay healthy.